Hello everybody, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. You see, when last we left off, we were actually talking to Balgar, is that his name? Yeah, Balgar, who is the man of Rohan, who was down up in the dungeons. Well, up in the dungeons. He was way over here in the dungeon area, and we were talking to him and it camped out, but we've been doing some stuff since then, going to the fair and the haunted burrow and all. So when we use the reminder of captivity, it always brings you right back here to Fosh. So actually, we were able to cut a little bit of travel time off. But why don't we say hello to everybody, Gnarlo? I think we already have, haven't we? Hopefully we did. It says we waved at everybody, so we're going to assume that we did. Oh Lord, I need some more coffee. So, when we left off, he has an escape plan. Just like we were predicting, there are several people that we've been talking to. We think we are going to be able to have an escape plan. So he says, Akka would tell us the location of the secret way out of the ring. Of course, Akka is the old steward of Orthanc here, whose place was taken by Grima. But we would need two things, a way out of these sails and a large enough distraction to keep the Uruk-hai occupied once we reach the surface. So what we have got to do, we have got to get some of that black powder. And it seems to come from the forges. So we are to come over here and want us to talk to Sagruz and see if we can get some of the black powder. Maybe Kenned here might have something to do with that. Let's check with him and see what he's got to say about it all. That's quite the interesting onesie you got there, Sagruz.
Back for more work, eh?
Back for more work. There's plenty to do, so don't let me catch you dozing. Sagruz motions at the scattered weapons near the forges. One of the old man's thralls dropped a barrel of weapons and tried to run for it. He was dealt with. But now their weapons scatter all over the place. Pick them up and put them back in that empty barrel there. So we need to get 8 scattered weapons and 4 piles of black powder. Ooh, that's a very stupid thing to be having us do. Let's see. Scattered weapon. Black powder. Scattered weapon. Hopefully it's going to let us keep one of these piles of black powder. According to this, we only need a pinch. We don't want to seem like we're collecting too much all at once, so let's get a few more weapons. So it looks like we don't really know what it is we're doing. We're not too concerned with the black powder, you know. Oops, got one over here. I guess we better go pick that up. Make sure it's collected. Get this last weapon. Indeed. Put the scattered weapons into the empty barrel. Notice we didn't put the black powder back in there, did we? Talk to Sagruz at the forge.
Good. I'm glad you cleaned up those scattered weapons.
That servant who ran for it made it further than they usually do. He made it to the ramp over there. I just wish he hadn't spilled that barrel and caused me this extra work. You breathe a sigh of relief. Sagruz does not seem to have noticed your theft of the black powder. Now we've got to return to Baldgar with the stolen black powder. We can do that easily enough. Let's see, whoops, not floaty names. Which way we're gonna go? We need to head to the north and the west. So we will go up this way, continue to the west, and then follow it to the north. All right. When we get... and that's gonna go that way regardless, isn't it? There we go. I guess we go to the north and then west. We will see you when we get back over to the dungeons. And we get back over there to Baldgar. So we will talk to you then. I actually seem to remember which way. I did remember which way to turn to get back down here and talk to old Baldgar this time. So, yay. Alright. Let's talk to him and see what he wants to do with the black powder.
You managed to get some of the powder. Perfect.
This is going to be the key to the distraction that we need once we make it to the surface.
What is it they say about birds and stones?
Chapter 25, Final Preparations. The gods do not bring us to work on the surface very often, but the last time that they did, I saw some of the great war machines being constructed within the ring. I do not know how close they are to being completed, but if we can do anything to prevent them from leaving Isengard, we surely must. What is it they say about birds and stones? I think the black powder you collected might serve as the perfect distraction, and also deprive our enemies of one of their war machines. Go to the surface and leave the black powder near the largest of the war machines, southeast of the steps of Orthanc. The amount you have should suffice for 4 small piles. We will set the war machines aflame when it is time for us to make our escape. The door to the surface is on the north side of the caverns. So find the largest of the war machines under construction within the ring. And I am willing to believe that it probably will have like a sparkly blue light coming out of it. How much you want to bet? Let's go on up. We need to travel back out of here and then to the north. So we will just continue this path and keep taking turns to the left when we have to. And we'll see you when we're getting back on the surface. Boy, did it take us a while to get here. It's just no real straight way, which is surprising. You would think there would be a direct connection to from the dungeons to the door, you know? You really would, but apparently not. Okay, now we have got to find the largest war machine. Which one might that be? Well, if I remember right, let's see what exactly he said. Largest of the war machines being constructed. War machines are southeast of the steps of Orthanc. So, that's going to be back off in that direction. Excuse me just a moment. So we are going to circle around the ring and see if we can find something back off in that direction there. This might be the first time we've actually traveled along the proper ring road to get around there. Oh, I miss all the greenery and everything that we were seeing that last time. Everything does look so different, doesn't it? Alright, here are the steps. Okay, so now we've got to go to the southeast. So we're going correctly that way. And it should be off over here. So let's start taking a look at the war machines over here. And see if we have a message anywhere of this would be a good place to put your black powder. Any of these at all, you know. Okay, haven't found it yet. What about, oh, here's the war machines. Alright, we're officially in the war machine area now. Another surly orc over there. Guess being told that they'll soon be eating man flesh. Ooh. Is that it? That big one right there. That be the one we're looking for. It's a big one. But it doesn't seem to give us any kind of message. I don't see anything bigger than this. My God. Well. Alright, they're getting a little bit ridiculous with their ooh-ah, ooh-ah. on, folks. Has to be one of these puppies. I would have thought that would be the biggest one. Ooh, could that be one? Yeah, it doesn't look like the largest of them or anything like that, but that could be one too. Maybe this one. Find the largest under construction within the ring. Well, maybe, I mean, is that scaffolding there? Is that one still under construction here? Ooh, what am I running into? I ran into an invisible wall. What the heck is that? Why is there a wall there? See, look there. I've got an invisible wall here. That is weird. That is very strange. That doesn't make any sense. There really should not be a wall there. Huh. Alright, what about over here? Is this one under construction? Nope, that one looks like it's already made. Okay, alright, game. Everything looks so busted up and full of crap that it's hard to tell what's under construction and what's not. We will keep looking rather than make y'all watch me run in circles. I would think it's going to be that one right there, you know, right in front of me. But we will see. I mean, it says war machines quite clearly. War machines. So we will take a look, continue taking a look, and when I find whichever one is being constructed, I will rejoin y'all. All right, we've got it here now. I thought that looked big. Watch the words here. Find the largest. Watch what happens. War machines. Leave the black powder near the largest of the war machines under construction. Keep sprinkling the powder until it's gone. And it turns... Is that what we got to do? Yep, you sprinkle some black powder onto the ground. You have enough of the black powder to do some real damage to Saruman's plans if it is properly harnessed. I think you sprinkle some. I think they wanted us to make like 4 piles, didn't they? I think that's what he said. And that one. There we go. Talk to Thack. Who the hell? Thack has noticed you lingering near the war machine. Who the hell is Thack? Thack is over here. He must be up top. Yep. Hello, Thack. I can properly see you now that I don't have that thrall following me around.
What were you doing lingering around there? Explain yourself.
I don't like the look of you, Hobbit. Start talking. Thack eyes you hungrily, confident that he has caught you doing something suspicious. So you appease him. You start talking. You tell him angrily that it's Morflack's will that you walk around Isengard unguarded. And if Thack wishes to question the will of Morflack, you can bring the two together. All of Thack's bluster vanishes in an instant. Don't tell him about this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. Really, you don't need to trouble Morflack about this. Talk to Morflack or talk to Baldgar. That gave you some trouble when you went to leave the black powder. You can either speak to Morflack about Thack as you threatened, or you can go directly back to Baldgar in the dungeons below Isengard. The door to the depths is north of Thank, and Morflack is southwest of the tower. So, do we just go back to Baldgar, or do we go talk to Morflack and have Thack removed from up here, maybe? What a choice, what a choice. Here's another one of those things that whenever we get Gimli up here, we'll have to... Gimli. When we get Glenorin up here, we will have to choose whichever one we don't. I'm going to go talk to Morflock. Damn, Uruk's giving me flack, will they? Where's Morflock at? Mostly because I don't want to make the run all the way back down to the dungeons right now. Morflock is southwest of the tower. Okay. Let us keep going on over this way. And see what Morflock has to say. Don't know if this is a mistake or not, but we will shortly see. Of course, we're going southeast, so that's not helping. In fact, we're going northeast. That's really not helping. Southwest is this way, right? Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. I feel like the Eddie Izzard routine where he's like talking about being lost in the woods and you hear the cello. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And you just keep turning and going until you find a place that doesn't have spooky music with it. Kind of the way I'm feeling right now. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, there's the tower. We're southwest of it. Morflock should be somewhere over in this area. That's Golb. Okay, we'll see if we can find Morflock. When we find him, just like before, we will get back with you. Okay. I believe it meant southwest of the Tower of Orthac. Not the tower we were looking at. There's Morflock's command. Morflock stares at you for a long moment before speaking.
That gave you some trouble. Doesn't he know you're one of mine? I will have one of my boys take care of him. No one disrespects Morflock.
All right, fantastic. Now we need to go and see Baldgar in the dungeon. And this is one of those, I wonder if we had not done that first, if we would have ended up talking to Baldgar, and he said, okay, now we need to get rid of the overseer up there and get him out of our way. I wonder if that would have happened. We would have had to come back up anyway. So let us... Oh, I hadn't really seen that one map before. Isengard Depths. All right, so we're going to continue around until we get to that northern entrance and go back down into the dungeons. And we'll see you when we approach the dungeons once again. We're back in the dungeons, and just to show here, we did kill one of the surly Uruks a little while ago, and you see, flee the scene. You've got to get out of there. It's not safe to fight the Uruks on their home turf. Gives you a 50% run speed. I was informed of that last time when I talked about trying to avoid the surlies because I was tired of fights. So, indeed, you get quite the boost of speed whenever you do that. So, thank you very much. Nice to see that you get some kind of bonus for having to put up with the constant guys trying to pick fights with you. All right, Baldgar.
Good, good.
You have done as I asked. Good, good. I hope setting that black powder aflame will be the distraction that we need to make good our escape.
It is time we were free of this place.
There is no sense in delaying this, Gnarlo. It is time that we were free of this place. Speak to me when you are ready.
So talk to Baldgar and carry out the escape plan. All right. I am going to take a minute. This is chapter 26, Escape from Isengard. And yes, it is going to be, I have enjoyed being here in Isengard. I've enjoyed seeing the place and getting up close and personal. But it will be good to get out of this misery and the squalor and especially the stench here. I'm going to take a moment, see how long we've recorded. I got a feeling that if we're at least close to 20, we will stop and do this one on the next episode. Rather than make this like a 40 or 50 minute episode coming up here. So I will be back in just a moment. And indeed we have. We have definitely gone our length of time, about 20 to 25 minutes here. So that is where we'll call it. We'll sit here and have a pipe of weed here to bowl of pipe weed to calm our spirits and to calm our nerves until we are ready to try our escape from Isengard. So that's where we will be next time. I am going to try to get that episode up tomorrow. And in the meantime, thank y'all for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. And we will see you then. Bye-bye.